What's going on, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters? And James Gunn is setting up Darkseid. So remember in Peacemaker, where Rick Flag mentioned that he was going to send all the metahumans and villains into this dimension called Salvation, which is based on a comic book series where all the villains are thrown in all together like some Hunger Games type shit. So this is where Darkseid comes in, because the planet Salvation isn't just some, random planet or random dimension in space. In the comic books, it's an apocalyptic training ground, much like Hunger Games. And you had Darkseid watching over. Of course, you have the parademons who are, training. And you have Darkseid just watching. And, and obviously you have Rick Flag thinking that this is just, a prison planet for all the metahumans and villains. But in actuality, Darkseid is going to be there actually recruiting soldiers for the DCU. So I feel like this is what James Gunn is leaning towards. And if that's the case, then the picture is becoming much more clearer, and I'm liking it. And we know that James Gunn has confirmed that the comic book run of Tom King's Mr. Miracle is being adapted into the animated series. Now, we don't know whether or not this series is going to be into the DCU or it's going to be its own separate thing. But the fact that Darkseid is being teed up here, and that's what James Gunn is leaning towards, I would imagine that this story, the animated series of Mr. Miracle, that's going to be adapted from the graphic novel, is going to tie into James Gunn's larger DC universe, because you are introducing Darkseid in that story, and it only makes sense where you have the new gods being introduced as well. And again, I don't think, like I said, but I'm not going to get too excited, because James Gunn is not going to, introduce Darkseid in or Justice League anytime soon. But the fact that James Gunn is laying the groundwork, just laying the breadcrumbs into what eventually will become the Justice League versus Darkseid, in whichever story that James Gunn is going to tell, that's very exciting. And I can't wait for this, bro. Oh my God. The fact that we're going to see Darkseid, a comic accurate Darkseid, nothing like what we saw in Zack Snyder's Justice League, but, more like the new gods, more like the Jack Kirby style. Oh my God, I cannot wait for this. And again, some people were complaining about Peacemaker, like, oh, what kind of ending was that? Well, in actuality, James Gunn is setting up a whole lot of shit in that season finale that a lot of people don't know about. But the fact that this is what James Gunn is doing, bro, again, 4D chess, James Gunn. Gotta love it. So that's going to be it. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Threads. Yes, this is That Cheeks. Share the video, like the video. It helps immensely. And the fact that this is what James Gunn is building towards, laying the groundwork for Darkseid and the new gods and Mr. Miracle, all in the season finale of Peacemaker, no less. Again, the whole big Salvation story arc, that was a big clue that I completely missed, but it's very exciting nonetheless. James Gunn, you're the man. Love you all. Stay safe. Truth out.
And the Zack Snyder fans are weirdos. I'm